Good morning. This is John Marling, Pulse Research. Thank you very, very much for the opportunity to be with you this morning to give you a quick overview of your new Pulse program, which I'm proud and honored to come in person and deliver with you for you just a week away, next Thursday, September 5th. Matt asked me to put together a short, roughly 10-minute video this morning to give you an overview of your new Pulse program. So let's begin. The Pulse program includes 5 parts. The first part, and it's really unique to Pulse in that we have shopping information for over 500 business categories. This is the information that your local businesses in the Pittsburgh area want, expect, and appreciate because it gives them insight like a crystal ball into opportunities and solutions where you can help them get new customers and revenue. The second part of the program is a very simple but effective Pulse Call Planner program. It's a tool and a resource, to put together, call lists and to be able to provide, for your team members the ability to track their activity in real time during the week and provide you with a call sheet at the end of the week. The really foundation of the program is the Pulse Sales Tools. It's a simple sales tool resource for each of your team members for each step of the sales process. The fourth component of the program is the Pulse Sales Plan, a specific plan of action, including leads, including number of engagements, getting the conversation started, appointments, presentations, and closes. And the good news is with the Pulse program, you're going to be able to track in real time your status in each one of the tracking criteria to your Pulse plan. A little bit more about the Pulse Sales Tools. It includes hot closable leads, not just prospects, but these are the business categories that, based upon the actual use and results of over 5,000 ad reps across North America, these are the business categories that have the highest propensity to say yes. In other words, the most sold. Show you that in just a second. And from those hot closable leads, they'll be able to put together their own call plan, call list, if you will. And then they've got the tools to be able to start the conversation, engage with the business, and go through the sales process and end up with your goal, our goal at Pulse, of getting you new business. They're going to be able to record in sales in real time their sales activity right into their call plan. And at the end of the week, you're going to be able to get a call sheet that shows the detailed history for each one of your ad reps, for each one of the businesses, and their progress, i.e. sales activity with each one. Pulse is known for the reporting program. I was an ad director once. You will be able to see, once again in real time, where your team members stand in use and results with your Pulse program. When Matt said yes to Pulse, he gave me 5 objectives. Number 1, closable leads. Show you that in just a second, but it's unique. These are the businesses that will say yes. Number 2 is setting appointments. Pulse has a program called the Teaser that shows the business what's in it for them, the benefit, the value, so that they say, yes, I want to get together to learn more, because they realize you can help them get more business. Third is easy, closing sales. Pulse has put together a simple, and a lot of things Pulse do is simple, and simple gets used, is a closing tool. I'll show you that in just a second. Number 4, and this is what Pulse has been about for 35 years, is focusing on value selling. What's in it for the business, opportunity for them, benefit for them, versus the traditional newspaper model focusing on product and price selling. And obviously the 5th step is we're going to together achieve and exceed our 13-week sales goals. So let's go over the program, the objectives, one by one. Number 1 is hot closable leads. Let me go to the live site if I might. Click here, and I'll show you how we're able to deliver for you hot closable leads for those business categories that have the highest propensity to say yes. We're into the live program right now. Every time an ad rep over 5,000 around North America create a presentation, it automatically logs it. And then when they put in the results, we know the close ratio, the average sale, and how many have been sold for each of the over 500 business categories in your Pulse program. So clicking here on sold rate, this gives you the low-hanging fruit, the business categories that are most sold. In other words, the low-hanging fruit. Here's the top 10, including, by the way, a surprise for many people, financial advisor. Top 15 most sold categories. Legal firms, by the way, are in there. Top 20 categories. But what's the benefits? They select a category, like financial advisor. They can click on find, and they can organize, the prospect list here, the leads by geography, by just changing the zip code here, by the way. And look at this. They can click and add businesses to their call plan. So very simply identifying hot leads for you guys. Okay? Then let's go back to the program here, if I might, and take a look at the Pulse Call Plan. So you click here on Pulse Call Plan. Here's an example of it. As I showed you a moment ago, they were able to identify these 3 businesses, financial advisors, click and put it right into their prospect list call plan for the week. Very simple. And then, more important, I'll show you when I get there, is how they can put in their sales activity in real time, including on their smartphone, for each one of the businesses in their call plan. Okay? So let me click off here, and we'll go back to our presentation this morning and take a look now at objective number 2, getting appointments for you over the phone. Here's an example of the Pulse teaser, if I might. Click here on teaser, going to the demo site again, and so they've selected a business category, by the way, and here they've got right at their fingertips the words to say. So what to say, in this case to a bank. I thought you might like to know there are 10,200 local households who plan to get or change a new bank. And by the way, we will have all of your audience presentation options on a drop-down list. So they'll be able to select the audience that they want to talk about and have the specific number of households that you reach. Once again, value selling, 10,200 local households who plan to change or get a new bank. Would you like to know more about their plans? Of course they will. When would you like to get together? Very, very effective at setting up appointments for you. That's the Pulse teaser. Okay, the next step of the program is closing sales. Here's the Pulse closing tool. Click here and go to the live site. And by the way, these are the Pulse sales tools right at their fingertips. And it can be used on a desktop or, more important, out in the field on a smartphone or a tablet. So let's take a quick look at the Pulse closing tool. Clicking here. This is to engage the business. So we're no longer talking about price, which is frankly a loser. You're not going to win that conversation. Let's get the business involved. And so, for example, we're presenting a $12,000 52-week campaign. 52-week campaign. We ask the business, we get their participation, get their buy-in, so they literally sell themselves. What's a customer worth, sir? Let's say you're a furniture store. Well, my average customer household is $1,250 they spend over a year. We want to figure out for you on a net basis, after you take out the cost of the furniture, how many customers do you need to pay for a consistent campaign? So what's your cost of goods? Well, it's 65%, okay? So your net customer value is $437. Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, look at that. All you need is just 28 customers over 52 weeks. That's roughly only 2 per month to pay for a campaign based on your net customer value, okay? And that's just 28 out of the thousands of households that we reach who are going to shop at a furniture store over the next 52 weeks. All you need is just 28. Sound real? Sound realistic? Of course, that's a no-brainer. Well, then let's get going. So that's an example of the Pulse closing tool. Next objective is value selling. throughout our get together this morning, everything that Pulse does is based upon selling value, opportunity for the business versus the traditional selling product. So that's in Pulse's DNA. The next objective is the Pulse sales plan. Here's a quick overview of the elements of the Pulse sales plan. Number one is leads, prospects. Number two is getting the appointment. Number three is engaging and then putting together a proposal, obviously closing and getting new customers for you. I want to thank you very much for the opportunity not only to get together this morning, but more important, I look forward to meeting each of you individually, joining your teams, and delivering for you. If you have any questions, my email is marling, marling, @vapor.net. Thanks again and see you next week.